NFTs are invading every aspect of our lives. I know you may not see it now, but in the next 10 years, they'll be used in every major industry, in particular for the entertainment and movie industry. This is something we're already starting to see, and today I'm going to talk about a project that is at the forefront of this and doing some incredibly innovative things with funding movies through NFTs. Are you ready? Well, hey there, crypto friends. Thanks again for joining me. So today we're talking all about movies and NFTs. This is a big deal because we've already seen quite a few movie studios get on board with this, creating NFTs for marketing purposes to try and hype up their latest release and drop. And this is something that makes total sense when you really look at the way that people consume NFT content. It is very entertainment based. So the movie industry, I think, is going to be one of the first big ones outside of some of the ones we've seen already, like gaming and music, to take up the flag and really start pushing the NFT forefront. And today we're going to talk about a project that does just that. But before we get into it, if you love gaming, NFTs, and earning money in crypto, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and smash on that like button if you want to continue to maximize your gaming and NFT profits with me. All right, so let's jump into today's project and talk all about Mogul Productions. Mogul is a company that I've actually touched on before on a couple of live streams. They've done some early NFT drops that have been really interesting and unique, and now they're really getting ready to ramp things up. And I want to talk a little bit about exactly what these guys do, because it is actually pretty interesting. So here we are at Mogul's website, and they essentially say they're DeFi and NFTs for entertainment, but that really doesn't sum them up very well. This is a product that is on Ethereum, and they've also bridged over to Binance Smart Chain. And one of the main purposes of what they're doing here is trying to give independent filmmakers a launch pad through NFTs to be able to fund their films. And so this is something that, if you know anything about the film industry, it's incredibly hard to get a film made and to find money and raise money to be able to create these independent films. So that is one of the main focuses, I would say, of Mogul in general. Now, they have other offerings here, which we're going to go over, but that is what I love the most, is they're giving creative people a platform to be able to raise money. And so the way they do this is they have something they call the showcase. So this showcase is essentially a decentralized way to decide on which movies that have been submitted should be funded. And so this happens through the holders of their in-game or their in-app token called the STARS token. And the STARS token is basically the utility token of their ecosystem that works in a lot of different ways. So STARS token is it's a reward, so it's used for the rewards here. It's used for governance, right? So we've talked about that with the showcase, where you can, if you hold STARS token, you can then vote to say, yes, this film should be the one that you guys fund. This is it, right? And then the amount of profits and revenue that Mogul gets from that movie once it's been funded, 50% of that goes back to STAR token holders. So the STAR token is used as rewards, is used as governance, but it's also going to be used for things like in-app purchases and streaming of some of these NFT movies and stuff that are going to be in that, which is another thing that they have. So if you have a certain NFT, you'll be able to stream some of their content in the actual app itself. So they're using NFTs for governance and gating, which I think is pretty sweet as well. The STARS token will also be used in their upcoming NFT marketplace too, which I'll get to here in a second. But I would say the showcase is kind of what I would say is the main function of these films getting funded. And in general, we've seen that this be a particularly I don't know, I would say it's a particularly interesting thing to have, right? They've already funded one movie through this model, and they're getting ready to release yet another movie on their platform too. Now, when it comes to NFTs though, they do this in a couple of different ways. And one of the forward-looking features they want to have, not just funding or helping independent film artists fund them, but also to be able to create NFTs around their movie to promote themselves, which I think is actually a pretty cool thing. So it's a kind of a package deal, and that's something they're currently working on. So it's not a feature that is offered right now, but it is coming very soon. And one of the things that is also coming very soon is that NFT marketplace launching this month here in September. you guys will be able to check that out with one of their very first drops. And as we talked about how the STARS token is involved in everything that they do, all their offerings for products, it is going to be used in the marketplace too for buying and selling. And then a percentage of each one of these sales is going back to purchase STARS tokens for farming rewards, which they also have a DeFi farming setup, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. But it goes back to purchasing farming rewards and also for their burn events, which they call supernovas. So it's they have this deflationary mechanic where, you know, anytime any NFTs are being purchased, a little a little amount of that from them is then going back to the rewards farming and also being burned. So that we love the fact that there's a deflationary mechanic there. That means in the long term the STARS token is going to just increase in value because of that. We've seen that with lots of deflationary tokens, and the fact that it has lots of utility, right? So with this NFT marketplace launch that is coming, they are actually launching a brand new movie too, called Reboot Camp, and this is a movie that they've helped funded here, and it features Ja Rule. So somebody you actually know from the hip hop industry. Ja Rule is you know, pretty popular recording artist, and they have some other you know, fairly popular you know, actors on the movie too as well. And from what it looks like it's actually gonna be a pretty funny movie. I haven't seen it yet, but definitely looking to look for that. So they're gonna be dropping with a collection of NFTs that goes along with that. Which will be, you know, be able to, you know, have some insider access and behind the scenes NFTs that they're going to be dropping for everybody as one of the next offerings in conjunction with the marketplace launch. So a lot going on with Mogul and what they're doing here. You know, really looking to give independent filmmakers a voice here. Looking to make it easy for independent filmmakers to be able to create NFTs and get into the NFT industry, and then using those same types of NFTs to reward users for you know, things like staking, right? So they have a farming setup too, where you can essentially stake your STARS tokens in addition. So STARS tokens, a lot of use cases. You can stake your STARS token and farm, you know, rewards and NFTs as well. So as they increase more and more, you know, projects onto their platform that they're helping to fund or they're working with, there'll be more rewards added to that pool. So a lot of interesting use cases here for the movie industry, in particular for independent filmmakers, which I think need the most help. You know, the big studios out there, they don't need you know, to have this type of crowdfunding help. But I think it's an invaluable tool for those independent filmmakers out there that have had trouble getting funding for something like this. You as a token holder can actually vote on these things, and you're getting a piece of the rewards for how well the film is doing. That is bullish to me, and a great use case for NFTs, and also gaining access to that content as well. So, you know, maybe you've helped to decide that this movie got funded. They drop some NFTs that give you access. You can be maybe the first one to watch that movie because of that access to that NFT. That I'm bullish on. So hopefully you guys like this breakdown of the STARS token and of the Mogul Productions platform. I think Mogul is definitely the leader in you know, using NFTs in the independent filmmaking industry. We've seen a couple of independent filmmakers go off and they make their own NFTs, but you know, having a turnkey solution like this that is decentralized, right, kind of, and you know, gives rewards back to its holders. People are helping to govern the direction and you know, overall success of the Mogul platform. So let me know what you guys think about this token, about Mogul, if something you're interested in, if you have anything to do with the film industry. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you think about something like this, if you really think it can change the game, because I think it does. That's all we have for today, folks. Until next time, stash that crypto, friends.